Hey guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. In this video, I wanted to speak to you guys about how INFJs are or spend a lot of their time being censored by this world, by their parents, by their teachers, by their friends, by their siblings, by everyone really. We spend a lot of time being told not to be who we are. It's interesting to me because I am such a soft personality. You guys might not think that because I come across as a very strong personality, and I am absolutely very strong. But when it comes down to my brother or sister and my parents, I'm very soft towards them because I feel like they're children and they need my guidance and my support, and I need to take care of them, and so I'm very soft with them. And everyone always takes my softness, my family at least, as a weakness. They're like, well, we can just trample all over her and we can tell her what to do. And for the longest time as a child, I would let them do that because I was like, well, there's no point really fighting with them because I'm fine with the way they want me to do things. It's totally fine. I don't have any other way that I really want to do things. And if it makes them happy, I want to make them happy. They're important to me, so I'll just go along with it, right? For the longest time I did that. And if they censored me and they told me that I was doing things the wrong way, then I was like, all right, cool. I had really long hair when I was in grade 3 or something, really, really long, till my bum, really. Beautiful, long, straight hair. And I loved my hair. I never wanted to get rid of it. My sister, on the other hand, she had the same kind of long, beautiful, curly hair. But for some reason, she was getting a lot of headaches and things like that, and they had to cut her hair. I don't know why. There's some kind of thing. I don't remember why it happened, but she had to cut her hair. And she's like, I'm not going to cut my hair if she doesn't, if my sister doesn't, if I don't, right? And I'm the elder sister, so I was like, all right, of course, if it's important for her health and she needs to cut her hair and she won't do it if I don't do it, then even though I love my hair to death and I really didn't want to cut it, then I'll do it. I'll cut my hair. That's totally fine. And so things like that, I would just go along with the way people wanted me to do things because I was like, well, first of all, there's no point arguing with people, especially when you're a child. You have less power then, really. And also as an INFJ, being a softie, I would let them kind of tell me what to do. Even my friends, I'd do things with them and I was like, oh, I really want to sit at home and read a book. But they're like, no, let's go out, let's go here, let's go watch a movie. I hate movies. I just did not want to sit in a movie theater for 3.5 hours or 2.5 hours and watch something. Indian movies are really long. But I would do it because, first of all, I wanted to please them. They're my friends and I didn't want them to be upset and I wanted them to stay my friends. And what's the point of arguing? You want to sit at home and read a book instead of watching a movie? What's wrong with me? And so I'd go along with all of this stuff, right? And these are just very simple examples. There were other things that I did that I didn't really want to do, but I did because I had to keep the peace. I wanted to keep the peace at that point in time as a child. As soon as I had the power, though, as soon as I got my own job, as soon as I became independent, I started doing things differently. And it was a real shock to a lot of people in my life, especially my parents and my brother and sister, because they suddenly realized that I was not the person that I was before. They couldn't censor me anymore. I would do things the way I wanted to do them because I wanted to do them, not because they told me to do them or because they didn't want me to do them. I was doing things the way I wanted to them. All of a sudden, I was realizing what I wanted from life, and I was living the way I wanted to live, and it was not according to their tenets. But unfortunately, I was done playing that game of being censored and being reprimanded for not being myself, right? Now, I'm not telling you the story as like a happily ever after story, or like la 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 rainbows and roses kind of thing. No, right? That's not. I'm saying la la a lot. I don't know. Anyways, I'm not telling you the story because I want you guys to be like, this is a great happy ending story. I'm telling you the story because you're probably in the same situation, especially if you're an INFJ. As an INFJ, we spend a lot of our time being censored, and this is something that you guys have to remember, and you have to really use this learning in your life on a daily basis, because there are probably people right now who are censoring you, who are telling you that you shouldn't be who you are, that you shouldn't behave the way you should, that you shouldn't feel the things that you should, that you shouldn't do the things that you want to do. Don't believe any of them. No, seriously, guys, like, I don't know how to convey this idea to you guys better. The only thing I can do is stare deeply into your eyes through this video and tell you, don't let them do this to you. Don't let them censor you anymore. Now, if you're a child, I'm guessing you're not a child listening to this because I can't imagine an INFJ child listening to this. But if you are, you're probably 18 or older, maybe 16 or older listening to this. And by that point, probably you have developed a personality, enough of a personality, enough of your ideas in your head that you know what you want from life, what you don't want, what you want to be, what you don't want to be, what you want to behave like, and what you don't want to behave like. So if you don't want to wear a frilly skirt and go out in public, then don't do it. Rebel against it. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that out loud. All the parents are going to hate me. But the reason I'm saying this is because it's not about the freaking frilly skirt. It's not about the fact that, oh, it's just a frilly skirt. And a lot of times I'd just say, well, yeah, my mom wants me to dress up and I don't want to, but, well, it's just one frilly skirt. It's just one frilly dress. It's not a big deal, right? It's not that. And yes, eventually over time, you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. But it's not just about the dresses. It's not just about the clothing. It's not just about the materialistic stuff. It's not about the peripherals, right? It's about you. And how every single time you censor yourself or you let yourself be censored or reprimanded, or every single time you don't behave like yourself, or you are not yourself, a little part of you dies. And I'm not even joking about that. I literally believe that every single time I trampled on my own feelings because I was told not to display my feelings. Every single time I was told, oh, you're too emotional, you cry too much, or you're too sad all the time, or you feel too much. And I'd trample on my feelings and tell myself, be more stone-like, be more rock-like, don't be emotional, don't be like that. Every single time I did that to myself, I killed myself a little bit on the inside, right? The same thing when I was like, I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to be a marketing person. I want to start my own online business. I want to start my own business and travel around the world. And every single time I said that, everyone would look at me like, no. That's not the right way to do things. That's not stable. It's not a good life. You're not going to make a lot of money. You can just do a corporate world job and do that and make money that way and live like that, and you'll be happier that way. And every single time I did that, every single time I listened to them, I censored myself and listened to them, I died a little bit on the inside. And I'm not being over dramatic right now, guys. You probably think, oh my God, she's so over dramatic. No, literally, I died on the inside a little bit. That little inner girl of mine, that inner child of mine that was so excited and came up with all these ideas and was like, oh my God, that's such a great idea. I'm going to travel around the world. I'm going to have an online business. I'm going to be free. I'm going to do this. And then I come back to tell someone about it. And they're like, no, that's stupid. You're stupid. Stop saying that. You're an idiot. That's never going to happen. And get back to reality. I used to get said that a lot. Get back to reality. And I'm like, okay, why? Terrible. So, but every single time that happened to me, I absolutely do feel like I died a little bit on the inside. That little person, that excited little being that I had inside of me died a little bit. And she wasn't herself all the time. And she couldn't be herself. And she learned that she couldn't be herself. And she hated herself because she wasn't the kind of person that the people around her wanted her to be. She despised herself because you're like, well, I guess I'm not the kind of person that everyone else likes, so I shouldn't like myself either, right? And so all of this censorship caused her to have low self-esteem and to hate herself, hate her body, hate her mind, hate her feelings, hate her personality type, hate everything about her, right? And from that disaster zone that I was, where I hated everything about me, guys. I hated everything about me because I had been taught that everything that I was had to be censored because I was not the person that the people around me wanted. I was not the right feeler. I didn't have the right feelings. I didn't have the right body type. I didn't think the right way. I didn't have the right dreams. I didn't have the right ambitions. I didn't have the right ideals. I didn't have the right goals. I didn't have the right hair or the right lips. I didn't have the right eyes. I didn't have the right stare. I mean, I didn't have anything right? And so I hated every part of me. And from that, as I said, from that rubble, from that garbage zone that I was in, that absolutely pathetic person who hated everything about herself because everyone else hated her too, or it felt like everything about me was hated. Like I couldn't be myself. So of course I should be hated, right? From that, I kind of pulled myself out little by little, really with a lot of difficulty. And that's one of the reasons I don't want you guys to go through that, because little by little, I learned to love myself. Little by little, over a long period of time, right? A long period of time. Little by little, I learned, okay, not every feeling is bad and feelings are good and I'm allowed to feel. I learned, all right, my body is cool, it's strong, it's powerful, and it's not the perfect body out there, but it's my body and I love it. I learned to love my lips, I learned to love my eyes, I learned to love my hair, I learned to love my creativity, I learned to love my spontaneity, I learned to love my ideas, I learned to love the way I thought, I learned to love my strength, I learned to love everything, right? And I am here right now, sitting in front of you guys, in full of love with myself, and I'm not afraid to say that, I'm not ashamed to say that, because it took me a long time to get here, right? As I said, the reason I'm sharing this with you guys is because please don't let them censor you in that manner. Realize that every time you are censored and you let yourself be censored, you are killing a little part of yourself. And little by little, you're going to hate yourself. And you're going to realize that there's no part of you that anyone really likes. And the only person who's going to like yourself is yourself. There is no one out there. No one out there. No person, no friend, no family member, no relative, no politician, no anime character who's gonna love you like you can love yourself, right? As an INFJ specifically, we get censored so much. It is insane how much it happens, especially as an INFJ child. Oh my God, I used to feel so much. I had so many emotions and I wasn't allowed to feel any of them. I cried and I'd be told I was an idiot for crying. And I'd cry in my room and my mom would say to other people, oh, she cries for a little bit and she'll be fine after. She always is fine after. And I learned that there was not going to be any sympathy for it, or there's not going to be any kind of warm touch or empathy for it, because it was just an annoyance to my family. Now, I'm not saying I don't love them. They were just dealing with it the way they had to deal with it. But that taught me that the only person who's going to love me is me. The only person that's going to love you is you. Not me, not someone else, not some anime character. I don't know why that makes me laugh. Not anyone else, but just you. And so instead of censoring yourself over and over again, say to that person, no, I'm sorry. This is my feeling right now. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling like crying, and I'm going to cry. If you don't want to be around me, you can go right ahead and leave the room and let me be by myself. But this is my feeling, and I'm not going to censor myself. And I'm not going to let anyone else censor me either. Now, you can use your own words in this matter. I say this to people all the time. You know, I'm not going to let you tell me what I should feel or how I should do things, because I know what I'm doing. But I want you guys to understand that the censorship nonsense, it has to stop, and it's not normal. It's not something that everyone should be doing to us. It's not something that we should just let people do. We need to fight back against it in order to be ourselves, and also to learn to love ourselves, because seriously, no one else is going to do it for us. Again, I hope this makes sense. This video is so long already, but it's full of my intensity and my power and all the things that I love about myself, and I'm not going to censor myself. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys learned something from it. If you guys have any questions at all, please let me know, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.